I wish we all lived in 34, we could really use a everything. So, but we on film from the first floor. When I think like I said, everything. Everybody have one they say arrow, it seems like Pharaoh too. One minus one subtract something for doing zero more. So please get sloppy and hero too. We don't have to start nothing, we just never move. And trending fools, we can stereo numbers. We can make you see us stereo numbers. We got stereo numbers. Prepare for some like this, from the sneakers to get data center. See, we just trying to make it out, get out, get out. Jump from what I'm taking around. So big, bad boys, we are hanging around. Dominoes, trying to keep the wrestling game going. Just let them tell it in that then you feel like somebody gonna break. But then it's all the wicked numbers we never made. We cut off the swerves and that betting on. We good with everybody cause we gonna be stepping fraud. On the ground for weeks, niggas barely slept at all. You rather that because if we go when we fed it off, make you take it off. Trust it be to the ground and still get out off your body because you kept it off. Still gonna go, still afraid that you bled on the cross. No matter how much bleach you can watch the message on. Let it all look weird. After this overshit with Corona resolution, nobody can owe me shit. I'd rather lose you as my man than to take that chance. I'd rather lose a fucking fan than to lose a grand. See, we just trying to get out, get out, get out. Stop on it, I'm taking it out. I'm keep the rest of the things now. I'm not got the living, got the what is the your money going for the break, but then it's all breaking down when you're breaking, you get out of take it, what's the name of take over, early fuck, I'm now, got the living, got the what's the break, but then it's all breaking down breaking,
All right, Joe. Just waiting to have our guest join. It's Benny Slumz. Copy link. Uh, time to. Let's see here. Why isn't it letting him join? Technical difficulties, people. Trying to get our guest to join. Feed. Message. Copy link. See if I sent that to you. See how that went. You on there? You on there?
Yo, what's good, my G?
Got you, my G. Yeah, the link that I sent you, I should have explained it. I'm new to this too. Learning curve, my brother. Thanks for coming. Sorry for the wait. Sorry, we lost a bunch of people. We have about 17 people on here, but uh, hopefully they rejoin here shortly. We played that song that you had said, dope song, dope song. Uh,
That shit
but
sound
yeah, check the
terrible
request
over there,
out. Yeah,
man.
you had to click on that, and then to get it, So I just want to touch base with you. Long time. I haven't seen you in some time. We've been chatting it up, and if you want to tell the folks here who you are, who don't know who you are, and what you're playing is. This is Benny Slumz. He's been doing music, and I've known him from years. Dope artist. So Benny, tell us what
Yeah.
your up and coming projects are, and what you've done, and
You know, know me from if you know me, King Benny, you know what I mean, Nuclear Mafia. You know what I mean? I got the product of the slums, 3.5 grams, 3.5 deluxe, and 7.0, 7 grams with King Benny and Nuclear Mafia. Then I got various projects with Big Twins for Mob Deep. And then the From the Slums album with my brother Tone Spliff. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So, right now I'm working on 3 albums, you know.
Ooh,
So they on the wraps. We're gonna start dropping heavy when 2026 hit, you know what I mean? I wanna drop with an impact, so taking my
I can't
time
wait to
on to
see
get the
that.
people come. Yeah, man, I got some things in store. So,
Is that just because a certain person gonna be home soon? Hey,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
No matter where my brother is, man, my brother is always in the loop, man. You know what I mean? Then that's his other name, man, Loop Legend, you hear me?
Hmm.
Word. So, no matter where my brother is, man, he always there, man. We here, man. That's my partner, man.
Yeah, bro.
Well,
You guys are music that you do together. That beat. I feel like even if you guys didn't mess with my deep, you have that. Why wouldn't they want to do music with you? you
yeah.
you Queensbridge, anyways, right?
Nah, man, I'm Utica, New York,
Yeah, I
315,
know.
man. Come on,
You know, but
man. Upstate. You hear me? USG.
yeah. No, I'm just saying
Word.
though. They say you have that feel.
Yeah, yeah,
Right?
man. Our music is different, man, and that's what we strive to do, man. Be original.
Yeah.
Originality. Oh, I got another one of the albums I'm working on is with my other producer too, Kill 'Em the Foe from the UK. You know what I mean? Kill 'Em the Foe is an amazing producer. Gotta give him his flowers too, man. So Tone Spliff, King Benny, Kill 'Em the Foe, and then I got another album with various producers up there. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm hard at work for the people.
Yeah, man. All your work, I've seen it over the years. I mean, you just keep putting out, putting out, putting out. It's just nothing but work. I see it. I see it. It's coming to life. All the work you've
Yeah.
already done, what you have upcoming, it's
Yeah.
very like your music is what I listen to. Old school feel to it. That I love it. I love it.
We yeah, I got a lot of accolades, man. Me and my brother, man.
Yep.
But and there's more to come. More to come. Unfortunately, we had couple events that put us on a standstill. But back at it, like you said, my brother be on real soon.
Yep.
And I'm here picking up where we left off. So you know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
mean, I bought beats from Benny. Benny's got dope beats, bro. Like, between the two of you, you guys just it's like this, like how you guys
Yeah.
are, like
You know,
meshed well.
I was just talking to Benny, man. I was telling my brother, man, like, King Benny is one of the greatest producers that have ever lived upon the earth. And I'm one of the greatest lyricists slash songwriters that have ever walked this earth, man. And I try to install that to my people, in our town, man, where we from. We don't want to be the best in the town. We don't want to be the best in New York. We want to be the best in the world. You know what I mean? This is the Coliseum. You know what I mean? And we gladiators trying to be Caesar's champion. You dig what I'm saying? And
Absolutely.
and me and my brother, man, we stand out. We Caesar's champion. You
Mhm.
know, I, King Benny, man, is like I said, man, something else. The name stand for the name mean what it mean. But
Yeah, I've
yeah,
always had a good relationship with him. I met you through him,
yeah,
and I've always liked the like you said, you guys mesh well. That's the best way to say it. You guys, your connection is there. It's like you're one of the same. You're from the
yeah.
same cloth. I feel like
Yo,
it's just one of it's like a marriage, no homo. It's like it's like a relationship that just is there, and I'm looking forward to see what you guys have coming because of what you've already done. I couldn't imagine what you have on the back burner waiting to come out. Looking forward to seeing that.
man. Yeah. All I can say, man, is get ready, man. It's gonna be
I
crazy.
will.
It's gonna be a show. Uh, we got about 10 albums already recorded, ready to go, man. So you know what I mean? We ain't never have a chance put it because brothers, is nothing to brag about. I don't glorify this, but we real street dudes, you know what I
Yep.
mean? And you know, eh, by the graces of God, we get that opportunity to where we can just do music, man. You know what I mean? But sometimes life is unfair in that way to where, you know what I mean, you don't get that opportunity. Some people who got all that talent don't get that opportunity. You know what I mean? But like I said, man, I don't know, man. It's about to be crazy.
It's getting crazy. I can't wait to see. It's like when I was
Yeah,
talking to you, I was chopping it up, and I always say it during some of my podcasts for people that may hear this in the future or might hear it right now. That's what Jboss Entertainment Podcast is about: is giving it a platform and wanting to see people succeed other than what we used to do, like knuckleheads and making decisions we used to make. And sometimes it was out of necessity, sometimes we were just being dumb. And I want to see us succeed this way because we're tired of that life. We're tired of being incarcerated. We're tired of looking over our shoulder. We're tired of letting our family down. We're tired of letting ourselves down. And this is what the platform's
sir.
for. And and that's why when I see young men like yourself, well, younger, well, younger than me, but young men trying to succeed or are succeeding in this game, it makes me proud and happy. And this is what I wished I had an outlet somewheres when I was a kid where I could have did this instead of gangs or violence or a crime or like just like the different outlets like that we have today that we didn't have back then, and I'm glad that we're able to do this now.
Everything is a plan of God, man. I'm a firm believer in God, man,
Yep.
and everything is in His plans, bro. You know what I mean? You went through what you went through. You know
Yep.
what I mean? And it made you the man who you are that created this platform for,
Yep.
for you know what I mean, for people like us. So you
Yep.
know what I mean? You running right on time with God's plans, brother.
That's
You know
it.
what I
And
mean?
and it is God's plan. one day we'll have a little bit longer to talk it up because this is about you today. Because I want to get the word out about you. And when we get done here, you guys are gonna anybody, see this. This will be edited with his music on it, and we're gonna have it. He's gonna collaborate with me, and we're gonna get this out to the people, and let everybody that don't know gonna know who Benny Slumz is Slums and King Benny also because he's producer and Tone Split on that one track there, and we're gonna get that out there, and I'm gonna make sure that we put it out on our platform, and I know they're two different artists, but still, with 77,000 views, that's a big deal, off a podcast. You feel me? So
Yeah,
all I have to
good.
do is re-edit it and put it out, and sometimes this live stuff is a learning curve. I will be a professional because you're a rapper. I'm a podcast guy. You heard? So
Yeah,
this I gotta get my ducks in a row, and it's getting there. It's getting there. But more anything else you want to talk about, my brother?
man. This your show, man. Shoot away, fire away, man. Questions you got for me?
My question is, which I want to ask. I ask a lot of people these questions. You don't have to answer them. I always like to ask just because people want to know. Top three rappers in your life. Top three inspirational rap inspired you.
Uh,
Don't have to be mainstream.
I'm gonna say to start off the locks, the
Mm,
three. To me, Kiss is the greatest of all that ever did it. What I mean? Over 30 years, not a whack verse. That's hard to do, man. What I mean? But I got a lot of favorites, and it's unfair to say that, but it's easy for me to answer that question. The top three that influenced me was the locks. You know what I
right.
mean?
All
Because
three of them: Sheik, Styles, and Jada.
that that's who was out. You know what I mean? Like I got a funny story, man. Like my son, my brother. You know
Uh-huh.
what I mean? Umar Gaddafi Ramen. You heard? I don't know if you ever heard of him.
No, but
Umar. You know what I mean, was one of the greatest lyricists that I ever met in my life. He the reason why I do music, you know what I mean? Like to keep a long story short. But you know what I mean, my bro, Utica had a radio station, you know what I mean, on a local radio station at the college, at Utica College. It was called PNR. And they used to showcase local talent. So they put me and him went to the bad school. He was in the bad school, Conklin.
yeah,
So they put his music up there. I heard his joint. And, I was hating. I ain't gonna lie. A young
yeah,
kid, like yo, you don't live that life. You up there talking like that. You don't live that. So my son he loved music so much. My bro was like, so if you can do it, then you do it. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And I went home. And I studied the locks. I listened to the locks. And the next day I came to school, I wrote what I thought was a verse. And this how much my bro love music, man. We beefing, little kids. So, I spit my verse to him. And he was like, that shit was hot. But you still a bitch at it. I mean,
Yeah,
it got to shaking, but that's how much of an artist he was, man. He was like, oh, that shit was hot. And then, along the lines, man, me and my bro, he eventually, became why I'm so nice. Like we became like this.
you
You know
fed
what I
off each
mean?
other.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like he took me to I don't know if you know who Charles Collins is. Charles Collins was like my mentor, man, the best freestyler I ever heard in my life. Freestyle for hours. That's how I
I
got so
love
nice.
freestyle.
He
Mhm.
would he would he
You
would point
freestyle?
at things in the room. He would point at things in the room and
This
tell
shit
me like,
freestyle.
"Yo, rap about that. That right there." He'll point at a candle, rap right there. Point at something else in the room, and I have to continue. That's how he taught me. I can make a song about anything now. You hear me?
Yeah,
But Gaddafi bought me the bro. You know what I mean? And then as my journey go forward, by the way, sleep in peace, Gaddafi, man. Gaddafi ended up getting murdered, a while ago. So, but Yeah, the locks, man, because I copied they shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, I went to
Mm.
school there and aired his ass out in there with it with a verse. I ain't know, you know what I mean? But yeah, the
Now,
lock.
question now on that subject, just so while we're here, why don't? What was your, if you remember? I mean, your first verse that you were proud of, like the first verse you came up with that you were like, "Yo, that's it!" Like, "Yo, nobody gonna mess with that."
Uh, I don't know, man. I have so much music, man. I would say Cavalli, the Cavalli. We call it the Cavalli verse, but it's a verse.
You there? Yo, raising up on me, brother.
Right here. My bad, man. I'm
You good?
good. You can see me and everything.
Yeah, I can see you
Yeah,
now, my brother.
that's King Benny calling me right there. You
Yeah,
know,
tell him I said what up, yo. Can't wait to
shout
see
out to
him.
the
King
king,
Benny,
man. Our
salute.
mother, man, Luke Legend.
Yep.
Yo, but the Cavalli verse, man, the Cavalli verse is like, you know what I mean? Like every line is beat your ass. You know, every line. You know, I don't know. I'll let you hear part of it. Say, on my mammy, go fuck your mammy, you soft his panties. Niggas bitching your crew is two a whole squad of trannies. Come tonight, I'll raid your crib and rob your pantry off your family. Son'll come out, your daughter be off and Annie. Boy, I'm handy. I keep me a tool to twist a nut. Blow your brains out. I was looking, you won't be missing much. Dim as fuck, inching, just itching to get your melon blust. I'm Black Gallagher. I school you, just check the syllabus. You mentioned us, School of Hard Knocks. We rode the little bus where we got let out early so normal kids ain't running to us. We still down the ride, don't confuse it, cause you see niggas up. This is Jamestown and we begging niggas to sip the punch. Ha! Mike Myers up in his Dickie suit. Blue mechanics with the black military issue boots. Killer loose if this is juice is fermented. Now this is hooch. 250 proof. There's still a bunch of times you dead if it get you loose. You know what I mean? That right there was like the
Yeah,
first verse.
fire. I
Yeah,
love that you
man.
came up with you keep brought that you just did that because, yo, that gives me chills. You know, like that type of flow like that. Yo, that's dope. That's dope. So
Yeah,
yeah, man.
that was my joint right there. I love the Cavalli verse.
Yeah, bro. That's
Nah,
dope.
nah. Hold up, wait. It's one joint. That's not it. The Cavalli is up there. That's when I came. But we got one joint where it turned out to be like 84 balls. I just went in. You know what I mean? So Benny called that 84. You know what I mean?
Oh, he
So
did
so
call it
the
what it is.
84. Yeah. So 84, man, I just went crazy. 84 balls, man. Just lost track.
Yeah, bro.
so so that one right there, 84 would definitely be the then Cavalli. You know what I mean? It was just one of them joints like, yo, you ascended. You are far beyond, you know what I mean, anybody expectations. I have set the bar higher than first class. You hear me?
Woo.
So yeah, man. So it's like that, man. You know, that's what I achieved to do, and that's what I try to inspire everybody who from where we from to do. You know?
I just listened
Yeah.
to Blah Diddy reading one of his comments.
Oh yeah, man. Shout out, brother. Thank you.
Mhm. Yeah, bro. So another thing is what I'm trying to do on this show is at some point we'll do like a recap. Maybe when Benny home, we'll do maybe he'll be over here. We'll be here and we can do something here. And you talking about that freestyle? I might have Benny on the DJ and we'll do a little freestyle here at the studio and make that live. You know, that'd be dope. That'd be
Yo,
dope.
King Benny, man. King Benny spit too, man. King Benny is amazing, man.
I
I said
know.
that in a rhyme. Like we got a song called Clean Sweep. Me and King Benny got like 7, 8 songs. I enjoy pushing my brother, you know what I mean, to spit. Like we got some fire together. You know,
Yeah.
I wanted to drop an album called either Black and Blue or The King and I. You know what I mean? With all the songs me and him got together, but I don't know. He don't like spitting, man. He say
Oh
I just
yeah,
want
because
to make
when
beats.
I first met him, he was spitting. I seen a video. Doug did or Doug did. He did with Kane in the video.
Yeah,
DJ Kane was in the video on Cornhill.
yeah. Shout out
Uh,
Chemical Kane. That's another one of my
yeah, he was supposed to
producers,
be here
man.
last night, but I had some family issues. He was going to be here last night because I'm going to hire. Well, I'm going to have him do his live DJing while we drumming, and also interview him and see what type of work we could do together. He's always been my DJ since I came to Utica. Any work I have out in Utica, so Kane's been my guy. So
Yeah, amazing producer, amazing DJ, man. By the graces of God, man. You know what I mean. I say that everybody I'm connected to, man, is supernatural to come from a small city like Utica and then have some of the greatest producers like the legend Tone Spliff. You see my
yeah,
brother, look at the sticker right there on my mic. You know
yeah,
what
I
I
see
mean?
it.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Always over looking over my shoulder when I'm sitting here. So have him. He's a legend, man. King Benny, man, a legend in his own rights, man. One of the greatest, man. Chemical Kane, you know, just to have them, man, and all of us is from the same city. King
Right.
Benny and Tone Spliff, they, this nobody know this, man, but this was a monumentous occasion when Capadonna dropped his last album with Stu Bangers, I believe. Tone Spliff and King Benny got gold records for participating on that album.
I
For
remember
their
that. That was I
Yeah,
remember that.
yeah, man.
I
That
remember
was
that.
amazing. That I was jealous. I said, man, listen, man, I need my gold record now, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
hell yeah. He posted that. I was like, "Yo, what's up?" This is right before the last incident, And he was like, "Yeah, it's from Capadonna." He goes, I said, "Oh man," I said, "That's dope." I said, "Proud of you, bro." And then before we ever got to talk about it, unfortunates happen, and but I seen that posted right, on his thing. I was like hitting him up nonstop. I was like, "Yo, what's that? What's that?"
yeah. Yo, shout out the Hood Smokers podcast too. Thank you for the love, bro. You know
Yeah,
what I
they
mean?
family. They part of our crew. We're merged like you guys. We're
Yeah.
merging together. They're out of Detroit.
Yeah, that's dope, man. You know, so like my accolades, man. Me and Tone dropped the first song me and Tone did. It's called Murder Scene. When
Yeah,
you people y'all check, look up Murder Scene. Benny Slumz and Tone Spliff. That song DJ Premier played that as the first song on his show 4 weeks in a row, man. You know what I mean? That to me, that was my biggest accolade. DJ Premier,
Here's one of the.
validating the kid, man.
Yo, I love
Yeah.
Premiere.
Yeah,
Who
that
doesn't
new
like
that new
Premiere?
Nas
Get out of here.
that new Nas and Premier album too. Hip hop back. Nas is bringing hip hop back single handedly.
That's what I
The
want to
De La
hear.
Soul, Mass Appeal, man. Shout out to Nas and the Mass Appeal.
Or De La
De La
Soul.
Soul, Mob
Saturday,
Deep.
Saturday, Saturday.
Yeah,
That's all Saturday.
yeah, man. That
Tribe
De
Called
La
Quest.
Soul album was fire, man. You know, but that's where I like to see, man. I like to see hip hop coming back in that fashion, because you used to have talent to really make it. It used to be hard to get in, even if you had a big crew. You know what I mean? You had to be nice.
You had to be. You couldn't do what they doing today.
Yeah, yeah,
That's my problem with hip hop. I don't want to take anything away from anybody that is, I'm not hating on nobody. I'm not, I'm just saying, I wish there was a way, YouTube had a way to eliminate the phony from the real. But like Steele said in the interview, it's not going to happen. But
yeah.
it's something that I wish could happen where you had to prove yourself. Like back in the day, you did everything. If you made it, you really earned it.
You earned it. Yeah, You couldn't buy your way to the top. You couldn't do none of that. Like my pun, kiss, pun and kiss in Cameron. Three of the hardest spitters that ever got on tracks together. And so amazing, man. Those right there, as far as lyricism, those were my inspirations to step it up, man. Then of course Eminem came along and was just different, original, and he was harder than most. Then Nas, you got Nas and you got Prodigy, man. And Prodigy was just amazing, man. So like you had to have lyricism, man. You had to have good songs. People had to feel it. DMX, man. And that's coming back. That's coming back right now. You know what I mean? That's coming back right now. And shout out to Still Frame too. I
Yeah.
hit my bro when I heard that what is the song? Start with a
Premeditated.
P.
Premeditated.
Premeditated. Yeah. Yo, I heard that joint and when I write something and I know the lyrics is fire, I laugh. I be sitting here laughing to myself. Or you know what I mean? Or I tell Benny, I make Benny laugh with the lines. But when I heard it, it made me laugh. Some of the lines he said, because that's pure lyricism. And the way that he presented it through his delivery was amazing. And then it was catchy. Pure, man, that was amazing. That was a true gift. And I hit him
Yeah,
like,
bro.
yo, bro, yeah, I'm glad to see the lyricist you turned out to be, man.
Yo, he's
Word.
come a long way. Like everything he's doing, man. And
Yeah.
yeah, shout out to Steele and
Yeah.
and we got a lot of talent, like you said, coming out of Utica. It's like you got and there's a select few, but there's some decent talent out there, and they and me still aren't like we're like this.
Yeah.
We have a good relationship. We've done some work together, whether it's just me driving them down to the city to go record. We work together that way. We spent a lot of time, and if Benny and I had that chance, because it was and I'd like to do the same. As even if it's just showing each other love. You come here when you get back in town or whatever, and we could do something over here, and even collabing with a show at some point, because that's my next step, is doing some venues.
Yeah.
In the next 3-4 months, looking to get some stuff going after I get this all situated here, and I got this avenue of the business taken care of, and but yeah, bro,
Yo,
looking forward to
man.
seeing what's coming next.
His brothers, man, like his brother Tiz, that's my bro, man. That's my G. And
Yeah,
Fatigue was one of my inspirations from the town, man. I think they call him Tino Brown now. But Fatigue was like one of the very first people from the town to actually like drop a fire ass tape. And like that was motivation, man. And then, of course you got No Stuff. You know what I mean? Crook, Dave Walls, that's another person who sharpened my talent, man. And he part of the school of the horse, you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
me and Gaddafi we graduated the school of the horse. But that man, listen, it's a lot of great talent, all dollars, man. You know what I mean? Greg Lee, one of the top spitters, my son Virgo. It's a lot of great spitters in the town, man. A lot of dudes who really doing something. Of course, Martini Rossini. You know what I mean? If I forget to say somebody, don't be mad, man. Come on, Shine. I love everybody, man. But it's a lot of great talent out there, man. You know what I mean? And people who actually doing real hip hop right now. Don't be mad at me, man. But upstate, man, is the home of the spitters right now. Upstate New York. So, you know, we doing it. Nas doing his part in the city. We doing our part out here. We is tearing shit down. Benny the
Right.
Butcher, Conway, Stove Guard Cooks. You know what I mean? Dudes like that, man.
Yeah, we did definitely running. I might as well. I've lived upstate for quite some time now, and from Jersey originally, my hometown. People that know me, but since I've been in Utica, I've found nothing but talent here. Like just a lot of rap, like a lot of rap coming out of here. A lot of people, they might not have the right work ethic. That's why they don't make it. And it's but there's a lot of people that have some talent out here.
Hey yo, I see somebody say Prof, baby, Prof, my man, son. Like I think I got some me, King Benny, and Prof got some songs together, I believe. But Prof, my bro, I mess with Prof too. You know what I mean? I heard you talking about Prof on the interview, man. Prof is a great lyricist, man. You dig what I'm saying? And
I give him that. I give him
yeah,
that. I don't
yeah,
like his
man.
content, but I like his how he flow. He sound good. Like I like his demeanor.
Yeah,
Like, but to me, I'm a different what I'm trying to do with my content here.
yeah,
I'm not trying to do that type of content, but he dope. My drummer, that's his favorite rapper, is Prof, and
yeah,
so I show love where it is. He's a great lyricist and he makes good music, just not the
yeah.
content I'm looking for. That's all.
A lot of people feel like me. I love music, man. I love all types of music. If you great, you great. A lot of people feel like that about M, man. Like M is one of the greatest dudes to pick up a pen, bro. And a lot of people don't like M because of his content. What I
Right.
mean? They can't familiarize. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You can't familiarize
No, right,
with a
right,
person. Yeah.
absolutely.
You know what I mean? So
The reason I say content is just what I'm trying to do here with the
yeah,
staying away from certain subjects. But a little story. If you've heard me say, I'll just say it real quick. When he first came out, being a white guy doing what I do, I was like, man, another corny white dude saying corny stuff, making me look like a corny ass white dude again. Now, next thing I know, I'm gonna be called Eminem because like they call me Marky Mark, they call me Vanilla Ice. I didn't rap, but in the streets they make fun of you like that. So, but then I didn't. I like the fact that he kept it where he from. But now hindsight looking in, like he dope. Like I'm a huge fan of his. But
yeah,
back then, I didn't like it because of what it meant to me, and that
yeah.
at that moment.
I dug because I'm a songwriter. Like I
Right.
said, I write a song about anything. That M is a genius, man. Like the Stand song, Lose Yourself. See, I study Impact Records, and we like Tupac was a master at Impact Records, man. You know what I mean? And Big didn't put out enough that, but Juicy was an Impact record. You know what I mean? And M had a lot of impact records the way he delivered it. 50 got impact records. Lauren Hill had a lot of impact records, man. And she was amazing. You know what I
Yes, Lauren
mean?
Hill, definitely.
Bro, like that freaking Miseducation of Lauren Hill had to be the best, one of the best albums ever created, bro. Diamond. It wasn't too many people going diamond back then. But
No,
I understand what you mean about content. You know what I mean? But and everybody got their choice. You know what I mean? And can't nobody
exactly.
say nothing. You know,
Not away from their art. Nope.
yeah. But at the same time, even though M content wasn't what we're used to or what we feel or what we familiarize with or you know what I mean? You know, he was still amazing. And that's why I be trying to tell brothers. What I mean? KRS-One had impact records, man, but I'm talking like Dear Mama, I Ain't Mad at You. Brenda Had a Baby was an impact record. You dig
Hell
what I'm
yeah.
saying? KRS-One, you know what I mean? You don't like Nas had impact. If I Rule the World with him and Lauren, that's what I'm talking about. Impact record, Juicy, records that hit and propel hip hop to a different level, a different stratosphere. Those are the impact records. And it started with like Nas, you know what I mean, Pop. Then uh uh it opened the doors for some amazing talent, man, and people doing different things. You know what I mean? Like
Hell yeah.
that's what I study, impact records, man. That's what I said, man. When I start dropping and we start dropping for real this time, I want to make an impact. You go back and listen to my music. You know what I mean? Life is unfair, man. But we don't complain. We just keep put our heels in the dirt and keep moving. You know what I
That's
mean?
it.
Because you know what I mean. It don't matter how much money you got, man. We limitless. Our talent is limitless, man. They can't stop
If
what
if
we
if
are.
there is a way, if you feel if there's always going to be a way,
Yeah,
Sometimes we make the wrong decisions to make the way, but there's always a way. There's always a
and,
way to make things happen.
and that's the mark of a true genius. MacGyver this music shit. You hear me?
Yeah, MacGyver that. I like that.
make make a bomb out of a spoon and a pack of matches.
For you younger cats that don't know who MacGyver is, look him up. He was an '80s TV star.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
MacGyver was dope.
Yeah, man. MacGyver this thing. We about to definitely MacGyver this thing, man. So
Yeah,
be on the
bro.
lookout, man. Yeah.
So, I'm gonna wrap this up. Anything you want to say before you get off? We're gonna end this. I'm gonna edit it. Anybody that wants to promote this for us would be dope. We're gonna put some of his songs on there, and all I want you to do, Benny, is to hit me up with what songs you want me to put on. I tried the two that you said, but in case there's something else for
Yeah.
visuals, we could do something. But go ahead. Is there anything you want to say before we get off here? Before we sign
Nah,
off?
man. You know what I mean? To my town. You know what I mean? We here, man. We doing what we do, man, for the people, man. For the not just the town, but for the world, man. The state of music, man. Good music. You know what I mean? And just hope. Give people hope. Like it don't matter where you are, what you going through, man. You can make it, man. Like I said, man, that's the cut of a true genius, a person who can make it with what they have. With you know what I mean? With the little that
Hey,
they given. So
MacGyver
that's
in it.
MacGyver that shit. You hear me?
That's
You
a new
heard, bro.
slogan. I'll let you
MacGyver.
own it, but you'll own it. But I'm gonna use it.
Yeah, man. MacGyver that shit, man. And stay positive, man, and stay hopeful, man. You know what I mean? From us to
Nice.
y'all, man. Or
Slums. Can't wait for.
yeah,
I'll be chopping up with you soon. Looking forward to seeing Benny come home. If you talk to him before I do, tell him send my love and tell him I'm looking forward to seeing him.
yeah.
And you know, anybody wants to do an interview with Jboss, hit me up in my DM on any platform. And look at this guy right here. He's a true uh, musician in the sense of he grinds. He stayed focused. Doesn't matter what hit him, he's still going and grinding and putting out dope music. So he's a good example to the younger folk or even to us older people. So thank you. And it was a pleasure having you on, Jboss Ent, and looking forward to the next time and seeing what's coming next.
It's a pleasure, my friend. Easy,
Signing
bro.
off, Leonard. All
Yes,
right.
sir.